Acer Predator Pallas 2 DDR5 RAM, 64GB 6400MHz CL30 review, real-world performance proof. Ever upgrade your GPU and CPU, then still feel random stutters in heavy games or editing timelines? I hit that wall during a 4KB render when the system paused mid-export. That silence felt expensive. The culprit wasn't the processor. It was memory. If you felt that invisible bottleneck, you know exactly what I mean, right? You add more apps, open more browser tabs, and suddenly there's brain fog in your workflow. Frame drops appear, renders crawl. I tried tweaking background tasks and even clean operating system installs. It helped, briefly, but the tension always returned under load. There had to be a calmer, smarter memory setup that didn't require constant babysitting. Then, everything changed when I found Acer Predator Pallas 2 DDR5 RAM, 64GB, 32GB by 2, 6400 megatransfers per second, CL30. Don't just pick any DDR5 memory kit. Make sure it has 6400 megatransfers per second speed with tight CL30 latency so you never waste time on unpredictable stutters and slowdowns again. The first boot with XMP 3.0 enabled was surprisingly uneventful. It just worked. That's rare. With 64GB in dual channel, multitasking felt effortless, and heavy projects stopped pushing the system into swamp territory. The 6400 megatransfers per second bandwidth improved data flow in rendering and large file handling, while CL30 kept latency competitive for gaming responsiveness. On-die ECC and the integrated PMIC add a quiet layer of stability under sustained loads, which matters during long exports or overnight simulations. Let me be honest, I expected minor gains. Instead, frame time consistency tightened and preview scrubbing felt smoother. A content creator friend nearly missed a client revision window before upgrading. After installing this kit, timelines stabilized and exports finished calmly. Notice the difference in responsiveness? That's the real shift. After several weeks, performance improvements became the new normal. Games held steadier frame pacing. Large Blender scenes opened without hesitation. A hardware reviewer I follow noted that 6400 MHz CL30 sits in a genuine performance sweet spot, balancing bandwidth and latency effectively. On enthusiast forums, multiple builders mentioned that enabling XMP or Expo profiles on this kit is usually a one-click process with solid stability. I saw the same behavior on both Intel and AMD test systems. A developer colleague shared that compiling large projects with 64GB reduced memory pressure entirely, eliminating swap slowdowns. The main hesitation people raise is cost, or whether 64GB is overkill. Fair question. If you only browse and stream, it probably is. But for gaming while streaming, 4K photo editing, virtualization, or AI workloads, the headroom changes daily stress levels noticeably. Another concern is overclocking complexity, yet this kit's profiles handle most tuning automatically without manual timing entry. Results may vary by motherboard and BIOS version, so always verify compatibility lists. Still, once configured correctly, stability remains consistent. Would smoother multitasking and steadier frames per second make your build feel complete? That's where this memory earns its place. Picture your system running calmer, faster, and more in control during real workloads. The Acer Predator Pallas 2 DDR5 RAM 64GB, 32GB by 2, 6400 MHz CL30 is already part of thousands of enthusiast and creator builds seeking that balance of bandwidth and latency. It's not hype, it's headroom. Results may vary depending on your motherboard and CPU pairing. If you want to explore it further, check the affiliate link in the description or pinned comment. See whether this kit fits your next build upgrade.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.